Bienvenidos, worldwide fans of the planet's hottest entertainment, Edge. I'm Enfuego here once again. Another trailer reaction, 2 days in a row. Definitely was not the intention because I don't really do a lot of these. I primarily stick to just, film reviews, whether retro or fresca. And yes, I do make the exception, though, when it is of pertinence and, just a project that I'm really, really excited about, and I'm super stoked to see Rian Johnson returning to, crime, thriller, just territory after the debacle that a lot of people thought The Last Jedi was. I didn't hate The Last Jedi, but I will be honest, I did not particularly care for a lot of it. I'm not, being a big Star Wars fan, I found merit in enough of it to be okay with it, but I do feel like he took a lot of the groundwork that we had from Force Awakens and just ran with it and totally did his own thing. And, he impressed me the most with, Brick, which amazing. And then Looper is also fantastic. The one with Mr. Brucey Willis. And then obviously we've got, dude from both Brick and from Third Rock from the Sun, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Why the hell was his name eluding me there for a second? But yeah, so I never saw Brothers Bloom, but just to know with the type of stacked cast that he also has for this, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Shannon, Toni Collette, and I think they're just some of the supporting players. It's nutsoid. I am extremely, extremely excited for this film. Who else? Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, Don Johnson, my goodness, man. God damn! So many people. So let's see what this whole redemption tour for Mr. Rian Johnson, once again, writing and directing as he does with all of his films. And, he actually directed a bunch of episodes of Breaking Bad that people loved as well. Don't want to forget that. But Knives Out! Fwah! Let's see what this is all about.
I suspect foul play.
And once again, the trailer before the trailer. I love whodunits like this, though, man.
I'm
shit.
Detective Lieutenant Elliot, and this is Trooper Wagner. We just want to ask a few questions. We understand the night of his demise, the family had gathered to celebrate your father's 85th birthday.
It's his version of Clue, then, kind of.
How was it, by the way?
The party?
Oh, that actor, too, whose name I can't recall.
My dad's death? Oh, it was great.
So much talent, my God. Oh, they are advertising the Last Jedi aspect.
I would like to request that you all stay until the investigation is completed.
Interesting.
Can we ask why? Has something changed?
No.
No, it hasn't changed, or no, we can't ask.
Dun dun dun.
You think one of his family killed? Is that what you're suggesting?
Stylistic, awesome. Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Matter of fact, eat shit. How's that?
What?
Eat shit. Eat shit.
What?
Definitely eat shit.
Okay, a little excessive. Girl from Sunnydelphia, too.
I suspect foul play. I have eliminated no suspects.
So they are adding a little tinge of humor, just enough humor. Yeah, let's go through this whole list of all the people in this. My goodness, dude. Oh, that kid's in it too? Damn.
It's a twisted web. We are not finished untangling it, not yet.
Got Big Bill in it too? Damn.
CSI KFC?
So we know who's going to be bringing the humor, obviously. So Evan's interestingly back to, I'm going to just run this back without the sound going. Evan's interestingly back to playing this snark kind of role that honestly he endeared me. One of the only endearing factors of those Fantastic Four films that he was in, where he was Human Torch. But yeah, he's got kind of that vibe going on here. That knife display in the background, though, y'all. Damn, it's creepy and wicked cool. It makes you wonder, what was this patriarch who has been murdered, a knife collector? I'm assuming he was not killed with the candlestick, by Mr. Plum. So yeah, it's this is striking a very strange tone, and at first I was a little put off by it, but the more I just kind of got the vibe that they were going for, it has kind of. I'm sensing a similar vibe almost to a film that I really loved last year called Bad Times at the El Royale, at least as far as it's going to be pretty serious, awesome ensemble cast, but there is going to be just enough little elements of, humor tinged here and there, albeit probably of the darker, humorous variety. But I don't know, this doesn't particularly seem like the most original concept because we've seen things like this done, many, many times previously. But I don't know. I'm very curious to see Rian Johnson's spin on this, especially with this sort of cast assembled is just crazy to me, man. So much talent just oozing off the screen in this. Yeah, the look of the film. I mean, Rian makes beautiful looking films as well. I'm expecting this to be very slick. The lighting is great in some of these scenes, with the sitting by the fire and stuff with Daniel Craig right here. So, yeah, y'all, and they're obviously positioning it for Oscar consideration if it's coming out on Thanksgiving. It makes me wonder if this will be too violent for my folkies. I would imagine not. I would imagine it's probably going to be more on the, mystery thriller side of things and not on, like, the really gory, crazy. But who knows? I mean, maybe there's a really nasty crime scene that they'll have to clean up at some particular point. Maybe they will start to turn on each other since they're all being kept in the house. I don't know. This is damn good. This is fun, and this is one that I would personally like to see with my family/extended family. And this is definitely something I can enjoy both with a group or by myself. But I think it would be a lot more fun in a very raucous theater. So, what are your thoughts on Rian Johnson's? As I said, Last Jedi Redemption Tour, which is going to apparently start this November. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments below. It is greatly appreciated if you happen to just stumble upon this video. I am Jaime En Fuego, and you can find me on all social media sectors: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. This is my personal YouTube, if for whatever reason you're not aware of the other things that I do on larger outlets and whatnot. But yeah, I do a fresh and retro reviews, fresca, retro, all that stuff. Don't often do reactions. So if you tuned into this channel expecting that, don't necessarily expect that to be the norm. It's only kind of a special occasion sort of thing. But I've been doing Star Wars canon coverage throughout the entire year, doing a film a month. There is a Rogue One Revisited that was filmed the other day. It's probably going up. There's just been an onslaught of content as July has started, between the Jumanji trailer, between Far From Home, yesterday and last week, a few other things. And so that's also because I'm very busy with the larger YouTube channel that I am a producer and a host on, which is the Horror Show Channel, youtube.com/The Horror Show Channel, where we do at least one episode a day. And sometimes we do two because we're that just bonkers for the spooktacular stuff. But on there, we do reviews of films, television, comics, novels, pretty much anything under the horror umbrella, as well as convention coverage, interviews with different artists, the occasional celebrity. We do trailer reactions on there, though, but we have had to scale back because, once again, people are like, oh, you're a trailer reaction channel, and that's not what on the Horror Show we strive to be, or that I strive to be here. You have to maintain that variety, y'all, and keep it fresh and keep it interesting. Keep all those peeps on their toes. So, Rian Johnson, looks like you have another awesome one on your hands, and since I never watched Brothers Bloom, it kind of makes me feel like I need to complete the circle of his body of work, especially before this actually comes out. So I guess I will end the proceedings there and say until the real of Ka, provided I'm not knocking my microphone over here, comes around once more. Hasta luego, Cinemigos. I'm hopeful that we get to share more film palaver sooner rather than later. And until that instance occurs, adios. Until then.